Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Miami Dolphins.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, it may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
This is Joe Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Mixon. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's got Ayuk once again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
At the 3-yard
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the...
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
An opening drive sack. 2nd and 6. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the Edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On now, Tucker McCann from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McCann's kick up and good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here are the Giants under head coach Joe Judge. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Well, in prep for this one, it was fun talking with the defensive staff because they had to review last week's game tapes where he threw for over 400 yards, and they started ho-humming that performance, and finally you said, he threw for over 400. That's got to be significant. That's why he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
They better be careful what they wish for, ho-humming. He might do it again here in this one. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Number 30, the ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 118 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Chase Claypool. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
That's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runner. Always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Gain on the play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Joe Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
It's an 8-yard pickup. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Dolphins 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. I'll give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it Funny, when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
6-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
The pass. Complete to O.J. Howard. A gain of 4.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Gain of 11 on the
A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. First down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And they will finally bring this one back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Miami set to take over. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday they'll press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That's good.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Murray. A quick throw complete.
Murray.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A 1-yard.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Completion here to Claypool. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Murray going to fire one out wide. That catch good for only a couple. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And 8 at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
2nd and 8. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Nicole Hardman, 76 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Hey, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And as we look at his highlights, you know, sometimes I've asked you schematically, how do you stop one player? Well, how do you stop a tight end like this without opening up other holes, partner?
You show your basic defenses, whether you're playing the 3-deep zone, the 2-deep zone, but you have your variations underneath it. So sometimes instead of the safety staying deep, the safety will drop down. A sky coverage, they call that. Sometimes the corner's responsible. You get a little, what they call a cloud, someone coming underneath. Sometimes the linebacker shows the ability to rush the passer and instead drops down and tries to get underneath the tight end as he tries to run routes. So many different things you can do from basic sets.
Trying to prevent those highlights we saw. 16 yards, a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Murray. Able to hit his target, Claypool. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing again, Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10 on the play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Get ready.
Murray going to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Chase Claypool with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before you can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the run, it's Mixon. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A 3-yard pickup.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
The fourth down pass.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Shotgun now from Murray. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That's another giant.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's a 13-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A quick toss outright, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st down, Dolphins.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
For a Giants.
A big play there for the Giants. 56 yards on the ground. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Zach Cunningham. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
At the 15-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
And 1 yard to go.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0.